Hi guys, so I don't know if this is going to be a first video or welcome back to my channel, whatever it is. Hi, hello. I put this tutorial together to show you guys how I get my everyday beach waves. It's my #1 request in the salon for how girls want to leave styled. It's always requested, like as I'm even walking down the street, like how I do my curls, or it's just something I always get asked a lot. So I figured it was a video that was well worth making. I hope that I answer any questions that you guys have. I know one question that I received when I got video requests was for girls who can't hold a curl, how? So I hope I can answer some of those questions in here as well. And what I do enjoy about this specific hairstyle and what I do with this technique, I find that it's not as damaging as typically curling your hair. A lot of that has to do with product, but it also has to do with the fact that I don't keep the hair in the barrel for very long, and we also leave the ends out. So, well, to a certain extent, we kind of just run it through. You guys will see eventually. But yeah, and I will leave any products I used down below. Unfortunately, I currently don't do shipping. If shipping for product was something that you were interested in, please let me know and I will look into it. But I have left my affiliate links for Unite and Olaplex down below. I didn't mention any Olaplex products in this video, but if you just want to support me and purchase some product, I will leave that link down below. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so I'm dumb and I'm waiting for my curling iron to heat up. But while we do that, I already flat ironed the top of my head. That's all personal preference. Just my roots get super curly all up in here, and I don't like the way it makes my curls look. I don't like the way it frames my face, so I just easier just to flat iron it. I haven't washed my hair in I don't even know how many days, quarantine, and yeah, I blew it out with the Revlon, I can't think of the name, but I'll leave a link or something down below. But first I am going to put some dry shampoo. I am using the Goldwell Dual Senses Ultra Volume Bodifying Dry Shampoo. It's my favorite dry shampoo in the whole world. I'm gonna be a little bit more generous than normal today just because the roots are a bit intense as far as greasiness, but you know, when we've been all stuck in the house, don't really care. But I'm also gonna put more on at the end. So yeah. And then I'm going to section out my hair. I don't really do this like a particular way, like, and nothing's like super neat. That's what's super cool about the beach waves, is that it doesn't have to be neat. Oh, but that does look funky. And that's what just gives the effortless look of it. So I probably have about, I don't know, stopping like at the almost like occipital bone area, so like right about here. And then the size curling iron I use is I use a Hot Tools 1 1/4. Oh my god, my curling iron's disgusting. And I use a Marcel curling iron. You could use, I would recommend using a clamp if you're not a professional, but if you know how to use a Marcel, go ahead. It's the same barrel, just the gold barrel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 1 1/4. Don't do any smaller, just because it's gonna create a completely different look. So, okay, and then I am going to be using the Goldwell Just Smooth Taming Oil. I like to use an oil for when I'm curling or flat ironing, just because I think it just glides so much smoother and makes the hair look shiny. I do about a drop or so and I just run it through. Plus this smells so stinking good. And then I'm just going to run it through this way. Now that twist you don't have to do, that's just kind of like an instinct that I do. Oh, and then just leave the ends out. It's kind of just like something that I do. It doesn't change the look or anything. It was just like a habit that I learned at a salon that I worked at when I was assisting. But when you don't incorporate that twist, just pull the ends out like that. The trick to this look is, again, to make sure the ends are relatively straight. And I'm trying to like get up without burning myself. But that's what it should look like. I'm not going to touch it right now. I'm gonna kind of let that cool. For my girls whose hair does not stay curly, I would definitely recommend the same way that I put the oil through. I would spray a light hold hairspray and then comb it through. That way you're not burning your hair, but it gives a little bit of hold. And for that, I would recommend the Goldwell Perfect Hold Magic Finish number 3. I'm not sponsored by Goldwell, by the way. This is just what I carry in the salon. I carry Goldwell, I have Unite, as well as Olaplex, and that's just what I typically use, and I obviously love it if I carry it in my salon. And plus, I'm very particular as far as what products I put on my hair or recommend to my clients. Okay, so I'm trying to do more without showing you guys the twisty. It's kind of a force of habit. Let's see. What I love about this technique too is I find that it's not as damaging because you are not leaving your hair in the curling iron for too long. Even for my girls who don't really hold a curl, I still wouldn't hold it very long. If I hold it, it'll be like, I'll show an example right now. And then same thing, just kind of sectioning above the ear and then all around. And then since there's more hair here, I'm gonna put 2 pumps of that just smooth oil. Mind you, the just smooth oil is not like a nourishing oil. It is more of like a taming styling oil. It doesn't actually like have real benefits to it, so it's more for styling purposes, which is what I actually really enjoy about it, because it's super light for that reason. Same thing, just pulling it through this way, and then once you get to the end, kind of just pull it out that way. So for my girls who, again, don't really hold a curl, I'm gonna take a bigger piece for that reason on purpose. I would literally just hold it like that, not much longer, and then pull it out. For me, I kind of just run the curling iron through. Oh, and then I'm also taking about 1-inch sections, 1.5 inch sections. Again, I don't really get too particular just because, again, the beauty of, sorry, my hair got caught. The beauty of this look is that it's not meant to be neat. It's meant to be messy and very effortless. And I always, you have the option, you can rotate, so like some forward, some back. I personally don't. I don't know why. I guess I personally don't like the look of it. I kind of like a little bit of fluidity. And sometimes I just don't think that look itself flatters everyone. And this look, when I kind of put them all going one direction, I find it flatters everyone. It pretty much looks good on every hairstyle, every hair length. And I always get asked all the time, this is usually my #1 request when I do clients, is for me to curl their hair this way or to teach them how to do it. Oh, and also another tip for my girls who can't hold a curl after you do a section, spray that same hairspray and as it cools. So I'm not running my fingers through it right now. I'm just letting it do its thing. And then I usually wear a middle part. Obviously, it's not super neat. It's fine. Again, there's nothing super precise when it comes to this look. For those of you who want to know the twisting motion, pretty much all I do is going to be kind of like weird to explain. Is pull it through and I kind of rotate it that way, and then rotate it that way, and then pull through the ends. But it doesn't, it truly, I find, does not make a big difference. It's, for me, it's just force of habit, but it doesn't truly affect the curl, in my opinion. So like right now, I'm not gonna do the twisty, I'm just gonna pull it through. Actually, that one, but I did take a bigger section for that one, so I'm actually gonna recurl that. There we go. And then for my front pieces, actually specifically, I do not do that twisty motion, just to kind of give it a more smoother effect. Because I'm talking through, but if I wasn't talking, this would take me about less than 10 minutes. If I'm really trying to rush, I actually wouldn't section. I would just kind of curl. That's because I'm explaining. It's taking me a little bit longer. Okay. So now, so my hair holds a curl really well, so that's why I didn't spray any hairspray or anything like that. I'm actually gonna get on my knees. There we go. Okay. So as you see, I haven't touched anything, and pretty much what I do now is I just run my fingers through like this. Again, my girls who can't hold a curl, I would wait a little bit longer, maybe like 10 minutes before you run your fingers through. If you really can't hold a curl, like, I mean, it would come out the second you comb it through. But it's not a necessary step, just a quick tip. If you really want some longevity, if you don't, if you just need it to, I don't know, you're fine with it falling out throughout the day, you only have to wait like maybe 2 minutes or so. Okay. So, pretty much on a regular basis, all I do is I get my dry shampoo once again. And I love that it gives me instant volume, but it's not like, I'm not one who is so obsessed with volume, but I do like some. So this is super buildable. build a bowl. Oh, can't talk, haven't had coffee today. What I also love is you could use it as a texture spray. But sometimes I would prefer something a little bit more piecier if I am looking for a texture spray. And then I usually go in with the Just Smooth Protect and Shine Diamond Gloss. This is literally just a shine spray. This makes my hair super shiny and it smells really good. I sometimes do it if, again, I'm on, I don't know, I think I'm on like day 5 hair today. I feel like it's smelling pretty bad. I will usually spray this in there. I truthfully don't ever use hairspray. But again, for video purposes, I will, just not this second. Sometimes if it's first day hair and I do want it a little bit more textured, I will go in with a beach spray. My favorite beach spray is actually the Unite Beach Day spray. I don't have that right now. All I have is a teeny bit of my Bumble and Bumble surf spray, which I do like, but I prefer the Unite one a little bit more. But for video purposes, I'm going to go in with this one. I'm just barely squirting. Oh my goodness. So most of the time I don't spray it directly. I will spray it in my hand. I was just trying to see if it'll actually squirt, but oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, so I do this with the Unite Beach Spray also because it sprays a little bit heavy. I'll actually spray it in my hand, go like this, and I will scrunch it this way just to give it a little bit more of a beachy, piecey texture. See, look at that. I will leave a link down below for the Bumble and Bumble one, but like I said, I do prefer the Unite one a little bit more. I just, right now. Okay, so it does give a little bit more beachy texture. You could play around with it. My girls who can't hold a curl, also this will help give more hold as well, because it has like the sea salt in it, so it's gives it that super gritty texture. Oh my goodness, this just made me discover how much I miss beach spray, because again, I don't use it often. I'm a mom, and a little bit of time that I could do my hair, I'm taking. And then if you want to get a little bit more fluffier, I'm not going to do it right now just because I don't want to. I'm just going to do the motion. You could use the Bumble and Bumble Pretty Powder. This one's really good. I actually prefer the Goldwell, I think it's called the Dust Up. I prefer that one. On my clients, it's what I use, but the Bumble and Bumble Pretty Powder and Unite Expanded Dust, I love them all. But if you do want to help me out, I do have my Unite affiliate link that I'm going to leave down below, where I do, if you were to purchase any of the products that I recommended, so the Beach Day Spray, the Expanded Dust, I do make a little bit more commission off of that, so that would be really helpful. But I will leave a link down below for this one because it is great. You could also use these as a dry, or this one specifically as a dry shampoo, not the Expanded Dust and not the Dust Up. You can't use those are a little bit stickier. But you could use this to add a little bit more volume. And then if you were looking to do a little bit more texture, all you would do is kind of hold your hair out this way, sprinkle it, like kind of zhuzh it in there, and then same thing, you would just scrunch it up. However, but again, just not the look I'm going for today. Those are just a couple little tips. And then to finish off, same thing, once you're done applying all of that, I'm going to use a Perfect Hold. Oh my god, my poor nails. And I'm just gonna hold it up this way, spray. The reason I hold it up, I just find it helps with the volume a little bit, kind of helps with the shape that I am looking for. And sometimes I will go back in, so like this piece right here is really bugging me. I'm gonna go in, kind of just And this look typically will last me 3-4 days, which is what I also love about it. But I have trained my hair to do it, so if you guys are looking for tips on how to train your hair to do certain things, let me know and I will totally do a video on it. But other than that, this is how I get my beach waves. It's been my #1 request as far as Instagram of what to do tutorial on. It's my #1 request in the salon for people how to leave styled, so I figured it was worth showing, especially during this quarantine, something people can practice or just to kind of feel good at home. This is the first time I've worn makeup in 2 weeks. I don't know, it's been a while. But if you guys have any requests for videos, tutorials, let me know down below. Send me a message on my Instagram. I will leave my Instagram down below if you don't already follow it, if you're not a client of mine, anything like that. I will also leave my email and everything down below if you were interested in booking an appointment with me, or if you had questions on product, I'm more than happy to. Super fast. If you do forget to leave the ends out, so as you can see, my ends are straight. If you forget to leave the ends out, just a quick little tip to kind of flatten those out. I don't have my flat iron on me, but pretend this is a flat iron. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get your ends and kind of just tap it down that way. And that'll help flatten it out, because it is a hard technique to get at first, especially when you're first learning, or you've never used a Marcel, you've never used a clamp, you're used to a wand. Whatever that may be, that's just a quick little tip to flatten those pieces. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.